Alright, today's card, Interlink node. This is, not to understate the fact, but this can be a game changer for the Borg. It is a really powerful card when used correctly, which is a statement you can make about a lot of cards, but this gives a lot of extra skills to your Borg. Not your Borg drones, not your Interlink Borg, your Borg. This is hugely powerful. In the thread on the front page article, Jared Mugato Hoffman says to look at the alternate requirements, and that's exactly where you should be looking to see just how crazy things can get. My first indication was to look for the big four: acquisition, law, treachery, intelligence, and telepathy. Telepathy comes up a goose egg. You wouldn't be able to find that natively on a mission. But when you look at law, that does show up on a mission. And not just that, but it shows up on an Expand the Collective targetable mission. The big thing is when you look at intelligence, there are 2 missions there that are Expand the Collectivable. So if you put 3 of those in your deck along with 3 Interlink nodes, there's only 3 intelligence missions. They add up to over 100 points. You've got the game. There's even enough room for an extra mission just in case you don't get the draw you need. But it is entirely doable and viable for a deck type, which is an amazing thing to say. And once you look at the more common skills that are big holes for the Borg, diplomacy, honor, treachery. Like diplomacy and honor you can get without even leaving the Delta Quadrant. There's a lot of treachery that appears on missions. So it's especially the ones that have alternate requirements, that have 2 sets of skills that are often not complementary, that show you just how far that you could almost laugh at some skill requirements. Remember, you can only do it on 1 mission, you can only do it once per turn, and it requires a discard. Probably the biggest problem you'll have is getting the value out of the discard. But remember, one of the of 9s, I believe it's 4, but I'm not entirely sure, but one of the of 9s has an order where you can place them in your discard pile and put some cards from your discard pile under your deck. So you've got the gas right there. If you really want to go all out, you could do Salvaging the Wreckage from Energize, which lets you put 4 cards underneath your deck. But as long as you can keep the gas going, there's a lot of really things that you can do. Note that it isn't compulsory, so if you could tell that things aren't going your way, you don't have to make use of it. It lasts until the end of the mission attempt, but it still is a very powerful arsenal for the Borg to have. At 1 cost, it is extremely cheap, and even if someone gets rid of it, you play it again for a negligible price. This is a really powerful card which opens up the Borg to multiple new avenues and a new deck type. I can't wait to see Borg Intelligence face the field, but a lot of skill holes that the Borg have, they suddenly don't. Alright, that's my take on it. Hope you have fun with it, and I will see you tomorrow for the final entry, for the final card before the set is released. Although with the delays, the final drive from work will happen on this day of release. These are things that happen. Take care and have a good day.